Today is also your day of resurrection into new life.
Happy Easter to you guys. I woke up with Spirit giving me a message this morning, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So I heard Spirit say, "Welcome to your resurrection day." I was like, thinking about, this is the day that Christ, rose and resurrected. And Spirit had told me, just as Christ is in the Father, we are in the Christ. So the day of resurrection, the day of the Christ resurrection, is also a day of resurrection for you. That's what I heard, right? I feel like, we've been going through the rebirth. We've gone through the death, the rebirth process. And today is a day of freedom, new life, resurrection after rebirth. So I want to we're going to do some reading out of the book as it pertains to the day of resurrection for the collective. Spirit, please give me a more detailed message about this energy that you're telling me about. The release. Okay? Innocence, collective. It says the release of fear. It says responsibility, innocence, and fear. This is what you're releasing. Some responsibilities are ours to hold. Others are not. Do not be fooled in thinking a responsibility is only tangible. Many reside just within the mind. Take stock today of your perceived responsibilities. Which ones need to go? Allow new life is what I'm hearing. You do not have to fight against the world. You do not have to battle evil. Okay? You do not have to follow the right religion, the right this, do the right that. Our responsibility is to have power over our thoughts, power over our emotions, and keep those thoughts and those emotions in alignment with Christ energy, with divine truth, with love, peace, harmony. Right? Because it doesn't matter how many things you do right. Doesn't matter what kind of show you put on or what kind of groups you join. If your thoughts and your emotions are not thoughts of love, peace, and joy, then it doesn't matter how much stuff you do. You're still going to be in the frequency of whatever thoughts you think. Does that make sense? Anyways, so it's a purification of mind, of spirit, of body, and to release the fear, release everything that is untrue, anything that does not align with love, truth, peace, harmony, anything that does not align with healing, acceptance, forgiveness, any of that has to go. Anything that is of a low vibration does not serve you, and it does not serve others. And it doesn't matter if it's right, if it's a right experience or a wrong experience. It doesn't matter if you feel vindicated or validated to think it or feel it. What matters is the frequency of it, the frequency of the thought, the frequency of the truth. It's only true as long as we hold on to it as true. So as soon as we decide to release those thoughts, release those certain vibrations from past experiences, from past wounds, as soon as we consciously decide to let it go and release it and return to love, peace, and harmony within self, then you get to have a new story, a new timeline. It's no longer a truth that's true. It becomes untrue, whatever the thought process had been. Anyways, Spirit, let's read out of the book. Bring it into form. Release the dark wound. Let love live. So you have two cards of release, and I was just explaining how, like, your thoughts. It's about releasing thought patterns, beliefs, right? What you believe your responsibilities are, what you believe you need to be afraid of in this world, right? What you believe is a true requirement or responsibility. It's like the act of something versus the being of something, right? We've been living in a world of acting into this ritual for that. This gotta go to church on this day, gotta light this candle on this day type thing, right? Like those are all great practices, but they're not requirements. The only true requirement is to return yourself to peace, love, balance, and harmony. Doesn't it even say in the Bible something about, you can do this, you can do that, but if you have no love, then it's all for nothing. If you do not hold peace, love, and joy within self, then everything else is pointless. You have nothing, right? So bring it into form. Release the dark wound. Let's read Release the Dark Wound, number 25. And I just opened up to it. So it says, if we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what it is not yet ready or willing to become, we can unintentionally sap it of its strength and kill it. There's a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishing before you have even written the book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest best-selling pop release, if you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you've given it everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in its grasp. You have to let go of the death grip of perfectionism and let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative, and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyously and creatively than fear. You are being asked to honor the path of your own love, what inspires you, what feels exciting, joyful, and perhaps even rather different. Let that live. Release the dark wounding of false belief. There are countless stories of vastly successful people who very nearly bend their dreams because of the despair fostered by their own dark nature. They doubted. They were uncertain. Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in the right of a work to come to life, whether it was accepted, revered, or rejected by others or not. They nearly lost their work to fear. Undoubtedly, there have been many times when this has actually happened and the work was not saved, not allowed to live. Do not let this happen to you. Whether something is meant to be a commercially oriented venture or a more personal creation for your own therapeutic healing, it must be allowed to be without judgment, without criticism, even without premature evaluation. It must be allowed to be what it is, and only time, love, patience, and attention will reveal it. Let's see. You are asked to act on this immediately so that your path can continue under the protection and grace of wisdom. If you feel drawn to the message of this card is amplified if you have drawn beyond the mind. Okay. Anyways. So basically, collective, release the dark hold, the dark wounds, the dark thoughts, the dark experiences, everything and anything that tries to tell you to be afraid, or that you have been a victim, or that you're ahead of your time and what you do now doesn't matter. There's a million other thoughts that I'm not focusing in on that you could be having that are a low vibration, that are untrue for you. Untrue for you to reach your highest good, right? It might have been true. It might have been true experience, but it's untrue because it keeps you from that frequency, that vibration of love, of peace, of harmony within self. So whatever that may be for you, today is a day of releasing that so that you may have your resurrection. It's time to take back your power, warrior. This is the warrior, okay? Embrace your inner strength, power, and resilience, and allow yourself to shine. Unfold your full potential as an empowered person. I can't read it all, but I hope that was helpful. I love you.